In this video, we're going to be looking at multi-body parts, how to create them and how to delete them. First things first, I have a single part right now. If I take this part and I create a sketch, and let's just go ahead and create a center point rectangle right on this top surface here. And there it is. Let's do an extruded cut, and let's just cut through this. As soon as I cut through it, I'm going to say through all. Now, I have a multi-body part. So notice it asks me, do I want to keep all these bodies or select the bodies I want to choose? So if I click on select bodies, I can choose which one I want to keep. If I click on all bodies, I get everything there. So now I have two bodies. And if you look over here on our tree, you can see I have a drop down and I have cut extrude number 1 and cut extrude number 1-2, or the second part of that. So this is a multi-body part, and the great way to deal with parts like this is I can right click on it and I can say isolate. I can display it differently by choosing a wireframe, for instance, or showing how I want to view that part. I can right click on it and I can say delete it. I can add it to a new part as a separate part. So I can basically create a very complex part and then I can break it into smaller pieces by slicing it into smaller sections and then save out each one of those to create an assembly afterwards. It's another great way to do multi-body modeling techniques. Either way you do it, we have a couple different parts here. I also want to point out that if I were to start a sketch, I can do this directly from the beginning, right? I can create multiple items on a sketch. I'm going to choose this plane right there, the front plane. I'm just going to start with a couple circles. I can start with hexagon and maybe a rectangle. And go to features, extrude. And again, when I extrude this out, I've automatically created a multi-body part. So then I have all these bodies in this multi-body part. And if I wanted to isolate any one of them, like for instance this part right here, I could just right click on it, open it up, and click on isolate and just work on just that one individually. Or I can exit out of that. Or again, I can click on a part here, right click on it, and insert it into a new part. Then I can add additional features or remove some material from that part. So again, it's a great way to work with a bunch of different parts all in one original part and then break it into smaller pieces if need be, or just keep it all in the same assembly. So that's the basics for multi-body parts.